Hey, scapegoat. How are things? Hey, Rira. How are things? Hey, no name. Nothing yet. Wish I had more chocolate wafers. Haven't had dinner yet. I'm gonna make myself some rice. Hey, little Craig. Thoughts on fleas and beaches? Frankly, not a fan of either of those things. There's a pretty good band called Beaches. The Beaches, anyway. There's a pretty good band called The Beaches. Anunnaki. Thoughts on the drone showing up everywhere? I don't particularly care. Apparently, a lot of them are not actually drones. They're people like there was one dude, a politician, I think. Some politician posted video of, oh, look at the drones. There's stars and like it was 4 stars in Orion, the Orion constellation. Hey, Don't Predator. Can't post being mandated to get back to work. I am not a fan of the government forcing them to end the strike. They should have won. They deserved what they were asking for. The workers deserved what they were asking for, and fuck the government for forcing them back to work. Is Canada really free? No. We're roughly as free as the US is. So move to Mississippi. Pass. Trump investing. Of course he would. Of course he would invest in AI. He's an idiot who hates the idea of having to pay people. Hey, Val. JCU's is the best video with the drone situation. Like I said, the main thing I read is that some politician posted a video of drones, and it turned out to be just some stars in the Orion constellation. So, would I date a robot? Probably not. Can't get a T-Rex. No worries, Val. I probably would. I doubt I would have watched the video anyway. Yeah, AI is a big fucking scam. The whole thing is a huge fucking scam. Like, there are legitimate uses for it. Unfortunately, all the fucking scam hype about AI is distracting from the actual valid uses of it in favor of shit that's going to fuck people over. Fuck AI. Fuck ChatGPT and OpenAI and all those fucking algorithmically generated art things, and fuck them all. Thoughts on Justin Trudeau? I suppose my main thought at this point is I hope my new ID gets in the mail soon enough for me to vote in the next election, which seems to be getting pretty close. So hard to say if it's actually going to be worth bothering voting in the next federal election, because fucking Poilievre is going to get in. What is the election? Don't know. I mean, it's so unlike the U.S., we don't have set elections. Elections do need to be called within 5 years. So, but yeah, what happens is the prime minister decides when to call an election. Five is more than four. Yeah. But I mean, it could be sooner. We've had elections called like, within like a year or two of a previous election. So yeah, it's there's no set. There isn't really a set, every 4 years they just decide whenever they want. Yep. That said, a vote of no confidence can like if Parliament does a vote of no confidence, that can basically force an election. Because that two-party system. No, but yes. It's the answer is no, but yes. Because there's the Liberals, there's the Conservatives, there's the NDP, New Democratic Party. the Green Party does technically exist, and then Quebec has the Bloc Québécois. In practice, it's the Liberals and Conservatives. The NDP is usually going to be, they'll have, some seats in Parliament. They're going to have some seats, but and then the Bloc Québécois again, like Bloc Québécois specifically in Quebec, hence their name. They've usually got a fair number of seats there. In practice, though, yeah, it is. It really does come down to the Liberals and Conservatives. Only question is whether the Liberals ever actually, sometimes the Liberals need to have the NDP support in order to I mean, I'm most inclined to vote NDP. They just tend to be the party whose values, whose policies most closely align with what I'm inclined to. Yeah. Yeah, it is looking pretty likely to me that I think there probably will be a federal election. Canadian politician favorite civil. Uh, it varies. It rarely gets as nasty as the depths of US politics. At least, among the politicians themselves. We've certainly got our share of pundits and online trolls you know, who say vile shit, but the politicians, for the most part, do tend to keep it a little more professional, I suppose. Accusations of kitten eating notwithstanding. Hey, Beetlejuice. Hey, Barbara. Canadian ones that are better off the bat, so it should be the best Americans. I mean, you say that, Rara, but it's your turn. So it was years and years and years ago. 2003. Big earthquake. I did not. Yeah, the kitten eater that was back in 2003. Uh, the the Ontario Conservative Party put out a press release calling the liberal candidate a an evil reptilian kitten eater. It was bizarre. Like it was the weirdest fucking thing. It was apparently it was like an internal joke that just got released by accident. Yeah. Evil reptilian kitten eater from another planet. So yeah. Evil reptilian kitten eater from another planet. It was almost certainly just a joke. Like it was almost certainly just an internal joke that got released by accident. But it was so fucking weird. No, actually, not an accident. It was intentional. It was meant as a joke. They did apparently like it's almost certainly that it meant that they meant as a joke. Because I mean it's one of those things that's too weird for it to have been like meant as a serious accusation. So it was almost certainly meant as a joke, but it was so weird that it did end up hurting the conservatives in that campaign in that election. Which yeah, 20 years ago, and I still remember that, and I still remember it. I wasn't even paying particularly close attention to Canadian politics back then. Like I didn't even really like pay that close attention. Even I heard about evil reptilian kitten eater because it's just so out of pocket. Great moments in Canadian politics. Xenophobic. Worth noting, McGinty did put out a statement denying that he eats kittens. Never denied being evil or reptilian or from another planet. He only denied the kitten eating part. Just saying. Yeah. Very specific claims that are being denied. A lot of, there was a lot of other parts of that allegation that he just chose not to, that he chose not to deny. So, hey, private name. Other planets are so annoying. Some of them are. Some of them are. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It. Some of them pretty annoying. Hey, Uncle Buck. I'm fucking exhausted. Is the main thing. I don't know that I can bother keeping this job up much longer, honestly. Am I quitting? Kind of leaning towards it. I was hoping to finish out the year at least, but I don't know. More and more, my mind is just checking out. Man, I had one customer today. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost fucking quit right. I almost fucking quit right in the middle of that fucking chat. We're just not pills were here. Should encourage you to just stop not liking working. I have one person on chat. Oh, they were just the stupidest fucking person. Just incapable of understanding what I was saying. What making sense? I thought I was. Like I honestly had no idea how to explain it to her. Like it was one of those things. Like I was trying to explain the thing to her, and I did not know how else to explain it other than what I was saying. So going to my mom's tomorrow. Wednesday. Tomorrow I am doing Christmas shopping because tonight's Monday. So tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm gonna do Christmas shopping. Wednesday, I will go to my mom's. Probably anyway. Keep thinking it's Tuesday all day. I've been there. Not the call the duck then. Wasn't a call. It was a chat, live chat. So text. In the end, she basically just gave up on trying to understand herself. Got all the trash together to go to the streets, and then realized tomorrow's Wednesday. Luckily, I don't. Luckily, I don't need to worry about that here. But yeah, I think that happened from time to time back when I was living with my mom. Just lose days. That's what happens when you're old. Yeah. Woman was so yeah. It's one of those cases where the those get too much stress. Yeah. I don't like produce, not pills. Yeah, I mean sometimes they're a little bit like, have you tried not being depressed? They're a little bit like, have you tried just not having mental health issues? One person I've been strongly tempted to ban. Said maybe people like working Christmas because it makes customers happy. I mean, like, I'm sure there are some people, I'm sure there are some people who are like, oh, yeah, I love the feeling of being able to make people happy on Christmas. I love working Christmas because, I love the chance to help, make people feel good. Like, I'm sure there are people like that out there. But, like, when people work Christmas, there are two primary mindsets for people who have to work Christmas. Either they're miserable that they're being forced to work on Christmas, or else, well, at least I'm getting double time and a half. It's like, well, at least I'm getting more pay. Really, the only two mindsets. I'd rather be at home versus, well, at least I'm getting extra pay. Hey, Danger Otter. There have been times like there have been times I've had to work Christmas. And I don't really. How goes the struggle? Poorly. Like I'm pretty sure there were like, yeah, I've had to work Christmas before, and hey, Trash Bandy, or maybe not Christmas, maybe Christmas. I don't remember. I don't remember if I ever actually had to work Christmas Day. But certainly other holidays, and I've just had like, yeah. And I haven't, and I didn't really, maybe Thanksgiving. I might be thinking of Thanksgiving. Regardless, it's one of those things where it's like, if I had to work and I was like, yeah, I'm getting paid extra and other people, and I'll take the extra pay so that other people can spend the days with their family instead. Like I feel like that was, I feel like there was a 1 or 2 years where I did volunteer to work certain holidays because I figured, I can always use the extra money, and this way people who would prefer to spend the days with their family can. We always wanted to work holidays for the money and we just celebrate the day after. That was a long time ago, and I would not do it now. I was younger, less burned out. Your grandmother died on Christmas. Oh, my condolences. You can't get a wondrous number of days off a year. Kind of iconic. Trying to think of what, say for Canada, 28 days off. That'd be nice. We need to get in Canada. Trying to think here. It's Family Day in February. As far as like stat holidays, so like just stat holidays. Bear in mind, depending on your job, you may still have to work them. Probably still have to work them. But for the stat holidays, I'm trying to think. I know Family Day, Easter, Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Labor Day. Um, I feel like I'm missing a couple. 2 weeks and 2 more weeks. Or are you talking about like holidays, or are you talking about vacation days? Because for vacation days, I believe legally entitled to maybe 2 weeks if you're full time, sick and vacation days. 2 weeks vacation and 2 weeks national holidays. Yeah, so I think Canada has maybe 8 stat holidays. Nine. So Ontario, bear in mind, it is going to vary by province. Different provinces do have different days. So in Ontario, there are 9 statutory holidays. And for vacation, we're full-time employees are entitled to 2 weeks of vacation time per year. You had a Christmas bonus at your job? I don't even remember. Thoughts on Terry Fox? I mean, he was an inspiring figure. So for Ontario, 9 days or 19. So yeah, for Ontario, it's sort of 19 paid days, 19 paid days off per year. Except at most jobs you're probably going to end up working most of the 9 days. National Maple Syrup Day. Like government jobs or banks, you'll get those 9 days off each year. The vast majority of jobs that people, yeah, you're gonna work most of those days. I would say that Christmas Day and maybe New Year's Day are the ones that the majority of people in Ontario will actually have off. Bob Cuccioni's birthday too. Thanksgiving, you've got maybe 50-50 odds of having that one off, but so fucking many of those statutory holidays, the majority of people are going to end up having to work. Having to work on fucking Labor Day is a piss off. Like, that's just insulting. But fuck laborers, basically. Yeah, like Labor Day is one of those days. Like it's government workers will get it off. Everyone else, no, nowhere's closed on Labor Day. There's no celebration of Labor Day. It's just so insulting. It really is. Yanks get a week off here, so my friend says. I can believe it. Does it fall on our Labor Day? I believe so. First Monday. It's the first Monday in September. Celebrate privately by working my ass off with labor breathing. Talking of paid days off now. Yeah, U.S. labor laws have taken a hit over the past 40 years. U.S. labor laws and protections have suffered greatly over the past 40 years. Since Ronald fucking Reagan, cursed be his name. It's May 24th, a holiday. Yes, Victoria Day. That's the one that I was. That's one of the ones that I was forgetting. I did. I totally forgot about Victoria Day. It's the May 2-4. We don't actually care about Queen Victoria. Like we don't actually care what it's a like genuinely. We don't actually care what it's about it. It's just it's a long weekend. It's the May 2-4. So named in honor of the 24 packs of beer that we get. Because here in Canada, I don't know about other places, but in Canada, if we have to get a pack of 24 beers, we call it a 2-4. For 12 years, it's a 12 pack. 6 pack, 12 pack. But for 24, it's a 2-4. 24 pack takes too long to say, so we just call it a 2-4. Seeing Lakeside Park by Rush in my head, but didn't know what was being celebrated. Like I said, it's Victoria Day, is what it actually is. But it's not like we give a shit about Queen Victoria. The reason for the holiday is long since lost. At this point, it's a holiday because it's a holiday. It's just for the sake of having a holiday. because the next one after that is July. So like going from having to go all the way from Easter to Canada Day, like from Easter to Canada Day on July 1st, that'd be a long ass time without any holidays. So Victoria Day stays in play. We just keep doing Victoria. We just keep Victoria Day in circulation. That way, people can have the May 2-4. Side note: for Americans, if you have to pick up a pack of 24 beers, do you just call it a 24 pack? I like the name Victoria. It starts with a V. It's a nice name. She was a lady in waiting for Queen Victoria. Neat. Yes, yeah. We call it a case. Fair enough. But if you need, like, hey, pick up a case of pick up a case of Coors. Like if you want, like, if you want a 24 case of Coors, you'd be like, hey, pick up a 24 case of Coors, or would you just be like, pick up a 24 Coors? By 30 packs, what do you call that? I don't think we have a particular name for that. That we probably would just call it 30, a 30 pack, or just like a 30. We probably call it a 30. Hey, can I get a 30 of Molson? Now maybe because they do have 30 packs. Yeah, like I imagine we would probably just call it a 30. But for 24s, that is the 2-4. Like, I don't know why, but it is very much a Canadianism. We just said get a case of beer or a case of pop. Yeah, but I mean, if you're wanting to specify how large a case, like if you go to the shit, you don't have beer stores. I was gonna say, if you go to the beer store, it's like, wait, you don't have beer stores. If you need to pick up a case, yeah, you're picking it up yourself. Like you're because part of it, Canada has the beer store. 2 dozen. 2-4 is just it's easy. Yeah, because we have the beer store. So like you go to the beer store and you tell the guy behind the counter, hey, I want to get, this size, this many of this beer. 6 packs, 12 packs, case. Okay. So I don't know. I guess like, for us, if we go to the beer store, we'd call it 40 ounce of 40. Yeah, we do that too. Tall boy or 40. Yeah, tall boys, I think we have that nickname as well. Yeah, 2-4 is a Canadianism. It a lot like a double double. Yeah, you get a coffee, 2 cream, 2 sugar. We don't say 2 cream, 2 sugar. We say a double double. And that means 2 cream, 2 sugar. What he said, Toonie earlier? Tui? Tui or Toonie? Tall boys are 16 or 20 ounces. A Tui? Like Whopper and fries for $2? I haven't really heard of that one. But yeah, that one I don't think I've ever heard. But $2 meal deals have not been a thing in a long ass time here in Canada. Favorite fast food? I mean, I don't really get fast food very often. Like, Sammy Bears isn't really fast food. Um, we were waxing nostalgic about fast food in the 90s. Fair enough. I guess like pizza would be fast food. I do get the chicken wings from there pretty regularly. Takeaway is fast food too. But not all takeaway is fast food. Not all takeout is fast food. Like I feel like fast food does refer to something specific. It's the kind of restaurant where like you go to the counter and they give you your food before you actually like walk away from the counter. Yeah, McDonald's, Burger King, A&W, Harvey's. Those are both Canadian. Five Guys, White Castle, whatever. Like, you know, you order at a counter and you get your food within the next 5 minutes. Like fast food. Like it's like it's like basically like pre-cooked. You order it, you get it within a couple minutes. That's fast food. If you go to the restaurant and they seat you and take your and the waiter takes your order and then a few minutes and then it takes 15-20 minutes and they bring out your food, that's not fast food. Served by someone wearing a humiliating visor. Like you can get Outback as takeout. But Outback is not fast food. I'm trying to use I'm trying to think of restaurants that people would be familiar with. Cuz like my default was like Saint Bears, but people aren't going to be familiar with Saint Bears. It's Canadian. Not only Canadian, it's French Canadian. It's very much Eastern Canada. That's a diner. But I disagree with that being fast food, Uncle Buff. Fast food describes something specific. It describes a specific type of restaurant. Wendy's. Wendy's is fast food because there's the counter that you order at, and the food is is prepared and hand given to you quickly. I feel like if it's the kind of restaurant that has waiters, franchise aspect, no, not really. Franchise isn't. It's not even about franchises. If it's the place, if it's the kind of place that has waiters, then it's not fast food. I think that's. I feel like that might be a central aspect to it. But no, I mean, fast food is. Yeah, I mean, it describes a specific type of restaurant. If you wanted a Harvey's and ordered a burger and fries to go, it's fast food. Well, yeah, Harvey's is fast food. Harvey's is a burger place. Okay, Harvey's. I do. I do want to specify. Canada has Harvey's as a fast food place. Like we do have a fast food franchise called Harvey's. You know, it's a burger place. So I don't know what Harvey. I don't know what kind of Harvey's you're talking about. I suspect it's not the same Harvey's that I think about. That's why I used Outback as like a universally known place. But here in Canada, yeah, like yeah, I think that's so it is. Like it's a specific type of restaurant. It's not whether it's takeout or not. You can get takeout at a lot of places that aren't actually fast food. So hold up, there's a long wait. What does Harvey's become? Anyway, on that note, I am going. Speaking of food, I am hungry. I'm gonna go make myself my rice. That is a sit-down restaurant like Denny's. No, I mean, no, no. Harvey's here in Canada. Harvey's is a fast food place. I mean, obviously, there are places to sit. It's you can sit in if you want, but it's a fast food joint. Yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow because have the day. I have the night off. I have the day off, so I'll be. I'll come on live at some point. I'm not sure what time, but at some point I will come live tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and good night, everyone.